druthers about this whole thing. It would be that we stick to like...
You don't all need to have your own book. And it's kind of social.
Good morning. It is Saturday, October the 1st, 2022. Sarah and I are in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness at Kolchak Lake. We've already hiked roughly 6 miles from the trailhead to this spot. It's world famous and beautiful. And the goal for today is a through hike of the entire Enchantment Lakes Basin and exiting down at Snow Lake Trailhead. We have a truck parked down there. This is a very popular hike and a very loved spot by so many people. We are all out today in the fall splendor for the Larch March madness, hoping that the sun comes out of these clouds at some point and illuminates the trees of fire as their evergreen needles turn orange, in contrast with all the granite around us. It truly is an epic place. I just saw the first couple of light beams poking through behind me over here on the granite walls. We started really early in the morning, drove through the night to get here, left the trailhead about 5 a.m. and we took a little break here at Kolchak, ate some breakfast, had some coffee, and now we're just about ready to head on further up the trail. The next objective of the day is to head up to Asgard Pass. What that means is we have to hike to the head of the lake, and from that point it'll be 1.5 miles up to the pass, which sits at around 7,800 feet. So we'll be ascending a little over 2,000 feet in less than 2 miles. It's a pretty good one. It's definitely going to make the legs burn and going to feel the altitude when we get up there for sure. But once we get over the other side of that pass, we enter the land of the enchantments. Hopefully all the larches are at their prime. I'm ready to do this one. Here we go. We have reached the head of Kolchak Lake. Scrambling through some pretty big boulders right now. There's Sarah. And the ascent to Asgard Pass begins. It's right up there where that giant light beam is coming through the gap. And there's a false summit up there. And it's actually just a pretty incredible spot right here. The way these clouds are lingering on the back side of Dragon Tail Peak there. And then granite spires. We are here. Absolutely beautiful. Got some larches right here starting to come in. We'll be seeing more of those up at the top.
Granite scaling is awesome. It's where you get up in the scree that it sucks. It's good to see all these people out here enjoying the enchantments. You never know when the weather's going to turn in Washington. You gotta take advantage of these great, beautiful days before it rains every day. Almost to the top. Not too far now. There comes Sarah behind me. Kolchak Lake is way down there. the final push. We're almost there. That's the fall summit right there, and then you gotta continue up a little bit more, and then you're at the top of Asgard. You can see the rock climbers up there on that wall.
See the ones over there?
Yeah. Lots of fun in these peaks. There is much to be celebrated because we are at the fall summit of Asgard Pass. There's just a little bit more to go and we're at the very top of this sucker. Amazing spires of granite. Nice little tarn right there. And we are going to head right up there to the top of that knob. Take a break.
Well, here we are at the top of Asgard Pass, which is the high point, but not the midpoint of this day hike. We're situated around 7,800 feet, and this is the second time I've been here. Both times this pass has definitely been an ass kicker, for sure. This through hike, all total, is around 19 miles long from car to car. Even though this is the high point, we gradually descend the rest of the way towards the east, and then we turn north at Snow Lake. We don't want to linger too long just because we have so much ground to cover before it gets dark. There's a lot of gorgeous, absolutely beautiful spots coming up. I can't wait to get shots and footage of. And I hope that the larches are a lot better coming up down here because they weren't really as good as they were last time coming up the pass. I think they're a little late still. Give it about a week, and I think the larches will be in for sure at their most vibrant coloring. We got some good views. The stagnant glaciers behind us here. There's rock climbers on the peaks behind us. And sunbeams and shadows playing a dancing game on the faces. It's absolutely incredible.
And here's another view from the top of Asgard Pass. There's Kolchak Lake down there. There's the Falls Pass before we came up here. And it's pretty chilly. Not gonna lie, my hands are a little numb. Fingertips are getting cold. There's Dragon Tail Peak right there. And then that concave cirque over there is kind of in a shadow. But just look at the outline of those peaks. And now we're going to start getting a view of our future for the day. We're going to be heading off in that direction. Place to have a warm meal after a little bit more walking. Cover some ground. You can kind of see how the basin descends down. We're going to go up over those humps. And it drops down into another basin on the other side over there. There's a bunch more lakes. All right, we are on our way. We are leaving the pass, heading out into the wind. There's a bit of a bite to it. Making our way down into the Enchantment Lakes Basin, down in there. See what we can see.
Just a little bit down from Asgard Pass, we come to the shores of Isolation Lake. Isn't it a beauty? It'd be really nice to camp here. We've always wanted to, but there's a system to it, and you can't just camp here at free will. There's a permit system. I've heard it's a raffle. It's highly competitive to get a spot here in the core of the Enchantment Lakes. And so that's why you see a lot of people through hiking, because it's might be the only chance they get to do it and see it. You got to remember, it's a long ways. It's hot out. This granite is very reflective. And last time we were here, we stopped at this very same spot to have lunch. I was standing on this rock right here, and Sarah was right here, and another friend of ours, Sebastian, was also here. And they were both down here, and Sarah just told me it looked like 1 minute I was talking and having a good time, and then the next minute I just stepped right off this rock for no apparent reason. What had happened was I completely fainted. Coming up the pass, probably didn't drink enough water or eat enough food, and I stepped right off. I thought I was maybe stepping on solid ground. Came right off of this rock, and Sebastian Sola caught me. Could have been bad. I could have fallen straight on my face. And then what? You're all the way up here. How are you going to get out of that? One way or another, I guess. So this time around, we're just taking extra pains to make sure we drink plenty of water. We're stopping and eating regularly and just pacing ourselves. After we're done filtering water here, we're going to drink, probably filter some more, and slowly but steadily make our way down the trail and just enjoy ourselves. There's so much to see after this spot.
All right, we are beginning the long second leg of our journey. Slow and steady will win this race. Got to conserve our energy so we can make it the whole way. I think this is one reason why this place is so popular. Look at this. It's perfect. Couldn't really ask for a better playground. Trails marked with these giant posts. There's a lot of cairns and a lot of tarns. Here we got some good stands of golden larches. What a beautiful fall hike. Come to this overlook. Tons of polished granite. smooth by glaciers. And we're looking down here. Crystal Lake should be coming into view. There it is right there. And then Enchantment Pass is right there. This is Inspiration Lake. It's very well situated. Lots of larch trees. We're kind of going to make our way down this gully right over here. We're going to make our way down to Perfection Lake, which is down there. If I remember right, that one lives up to its name. Just got to get down this gully here first. We'll be down there in a minute. Here's another look at Inspiration Lake. The sun will be going down shortly here behind the mountaintops. We are heading off in that direction down to Perfection Lake. Here's a shot of Perfection Lake. After Perfection Lake, we drop down into this next basin, just a lower level of altitude. There's Sarah down there. Saying all this is gorgeous is an understatement. This is a really pretty section right here. I like how the water is flowing and bubbling over the rocks. This here is Leprechaun Lake. It's definitely where the gold is at, for sure. I'm going to drop down another terrace here, and then just another set of just beautiful lakes surrounded by these clefts of granite. Outstanding wilderness. And this is the last of these types of lakes before we drop down into the forest here in just a second. Just so perfectly situated. This is the last leg of the hike. Drop down into this valley. We'll make our way down to those lakes there and skirt that side of them. And then down the valley we'll go. I think it's another 6 or 7 miles from the end of that lake down to the trailhead. This is Lake Vivian. And it's the last one in the chain before we drop steeply down to a different type of forest. And we begin the descent leg of the trip down to Snow Lake. Absolutely gorgeous. We are back down in the shade of a different type of forest. It'll slowly get cooler on us here. Really loving all the colors in this forest right now. Almost as pretty as the larch meadows up top. We have descended all the way down to lower Snow Lake now. We are within 7 miles of the trailhead. Don't think we're going to make it before it gets dark. But that's okay, because we got headlamps. This one sure is a fire hose. Incredible amount of water coming down that. We are down here at this gorgeous lake. We've just descended down from the Enchantment Lakes Basin. We've passed both snow lakes. I don't know what the name of this lake is, but I think it's one of the most beautiful ones in this chain. I like this style.
grass and dead trees around the shore. Glad this is included in the hike. The trip is quickly winding down. We probably have around 4 to 5 miles left till we get back to the trailhead from this point, and it's going to get dark soon. I'm really glad we had a chance to come up here and finish the 2022 hiking season with an Enchantments Thru hike. We really wanted to end it with something really hard and something that would just be popping with fall colors. And this one ended up being 100% go. It was awesome. We have really big things to look forward to over the next 2 weeks. Got big plans for the future. Hiking season is officially winding down for us, and time to get ready to go duck hunting. The air is getting crisp. It smells like the harvest for sure. So we're gonna make our way the rest of the way back down the trail, don our headlights soon. Hopefully we won't get to the car too late.